So today we're overclocking the i7-930. Now this is an older CPU with not very good performance, but they run around like 2.8 gigahertz on stock, but they can be easily overclocked to 4 gigahertz and beyond. So we have this Cooler Master AIO pump and AIO setup, as you can see. Probably does have some air bubbles in it. We also have, these fans are faster than the stock ones, even though they're not really RGB, but they do blow a lot of air if I speed them up. Now this motherboard also has a few issues with itself. SATA ports do not work, and those are the only two RAM slots that work, but everything else does. So I've had to use an external hard drive as our Windows boot disk, which is Windows 10, not Windows 11 because that's really hard to run. And I've put this manual kind of controller here, which is taken out of a case to control the fans manually. I'm speeding them up, slow them down. So that'll help us a lot. Now we have two 4 gig sticks there, so that is 8 gigabytes memory total. We also have a 2 terabyte system disk. This sketchy, it's a WideTech 650 watt power supply, but they seem to work well. I overclocked another i7-930 on this, and so it should be fine. We've also got the GeForce 9800 GT, or how else do you say it? 9800 GT. It's an old graphics card, but it'll do what we need it to do, which is to show an output on Windows. Now, this setup here, most amount of cooling. We've also got these fans here to cool down the chipset and all that sort of stuff, because those can get really hot, especially even the VRMs. And we're gonna see how this goes. So I'll first run some performance tests on stock, and then we'll go up to like 4 gigahertz, see how far we can push it before it dies out. Okay, so I just went in and opened CPZ. So I'm just gonna do a quick benchmark here. Let's see what score we get. About what we would expect from this CPU. Now let's go restart it, and let's go into the BIOS for overclocking. Okay, so we're in the BIOS. Let's see if we can mess around with CPU voltage. Where's the BLCK? Manual. Okay. Yeah, here we go, we got the BLCK. So we can modify this, right? Yep. So now we can hit 3 gigahertz. What is this CPU's stock voltage? Okay, so 1.17. Let's do 1.2. 1.2. Let's just see if we can even get this, overclock to even apply. Let's see if we'll post. Fans are spinning. Please post. Oh, it's posting. So that means we can overclock. Okay, I'll come back when everything's booted, and we will do a benchmark and see how fast this thing goes and how hot it gets. Okay, so we're in Windows. It seems like the system can boot off of some sort of overclock, even if it's just a mild one. You can see here our CPU speed is going up to 3.2. Let's run a benchmark. Yeah, that's an improvement over last time. Okay, well now that we know that the CPU can boost up to 3.2 gigahertz, let's go try hit 4 gigahertz. I'll restart and we'll go back into the BIOS. Okay, so we're in the BIOS now. Let's absolutely send this to 4 gigahertz. What is it? 160? More it seems. Seems like this thing needs more. Let's do 200. Yeah. Actually, let's do 190. Just to be safe. Yep, that's around, actually let's do 195. Let's do exactly 4 gigahertz. Yep, that's about it. I'm gonna slow down our memory a bit there. Let's go and up the voltage to 1.3. Suicide run. Okay, let's save and exit. Let's see how this goes. It posted. Let's click F1 and let's continue Windows. Okay, we were just like halfway in to like into Windows and then that happened. Let's disable hyperthreading. What else? Nothing else is really here. Okay, let's disable SPEEDSTEP. Hopefully that will stabilize, and I'll enable hyperthreading again. Just see if that will help it stay stable. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll give it more voltage. Let's give it more voltage. Let's go 1.4. Maybe that will help. Maybe just instability from low voltage. Let's see if this will boot. Okay, well it posted. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see if we can get into Windows. Okay, so far we seem to be stable. We're getting like 3.8 gigahertz without SPEEDSTEP, and the base speed is 4.02, so it seems to have worked. Okay, so Open Hardware Monitor opened up, so now we can see that we are running at a chilly 45 degrees for how fast our CPU is running. Okay, well, we'll just see how CPU Z goes. So it does, yep, it does show that we are hitting like 4 gigahertz. Now, let's do a benchmark. Let's see. That is a very good improvement over what we've had before. Anyways, what was our max? 84 degrees. Wait, were we thermal throttling? No way was the cooler. The cooler's even on like full speed. Let's put these here side by side. 74, 80, 81. I thought this AIO was going to be able to handle this, but it appears not. Let's see, over a long period of time, can it stabilize? What's good is that it doesn't seem to be going beyond 80, you know, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere beyond 90. I'll just have to see how it deals with it though. Okay, let's stop it, and let's see how quickly the temperatures fix up. Yeah, that's literally, that might be because of the integrated heat spreader that we're getting that kind of temperature. We're going to restart it and we're going to go and modify the BLCK and everything and the voltage to get 4.5 gigahertz at least. Okay, let's hit 4.5 gigahertz. This is a bit worrying. 4.6, no, we want 4.5. Yeah, that seems about 4.5. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna set the voltage to a scary high, 1.5. I don't know if this is gonna kill it or not. It could. We'll have to see. This could kill it. The CPU. See if this will post. No way. It posted. Wow. Okay, so it looks like this CPU is very resilient then to this type of voltage. Let's continue, let's keep going. I think it crashed. Yeah, that's not good. I'll disable hyper-threading in the CPU. Yeah, it restarted. Okay, let's go in the BIOS. Okay, let's go disable hyper-threading and a few things. Let's do no turbo. CPU config. Active processor cores. Let's do 2. Hyper-threading. Disabled. We are just chasing the highest performance we can get now. The highest speed. I think this is going to work. You know what, let's go ahead and disable like virtualization and all that. And SPEEDSTEP, yep. C states are disabled. C1E, I'll leave that enabled, but virtualization's gone. Let's just see how high we can push this. So now we only have 2 cores and 2 threads. They're posted, but we'll have to see how it handles loading Windows. I'll let it run Windows and we'll see how this goes. Excellent news. The system is posted. Yep, although it is a bit unresponsive. Let's see. There's only 2 cores now running our system. Yeah, 2 cores. And we are at 4.5 gigahertz. I am going to see if CPU-Z will launch, and we're going to validate it. CPU-Z. Here we go. Okay, we got in. It is running. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to bench it at all. Otherwise, it will explode. Let's validate the system. Okay, submit. It's now validating our CPU. Okay, let's see if Edge will launch. Okay, we got a validation. 4.5 gigahertz. It worked. I'll restart the system, we'll go in the BIOS and we'll do the modifications. Okay, so we're in the BIOS, but I want to do something a bit different this time. We're going to aim for 5 gigahertz, but we're only going to lift the voltage by 0.5, just because I want to save the CPU and give it a better chance. Okay, let's see. Where's our 5 gigahertz? Okay, so we've gone ahead, and this time we're also doing 2 cores. We are going to give it 1.6 volts. It shows red there. I assume that means that it is quite dangerous. 1.6 volts is a lot. Let's see if this will boot. We have got a target of 4.7 gigahertz. Let's see if we can hit that. Save changes. Let's see if we'll boot. I wonder. Okay, and we'll do 1 core. We'll do absolutely 1 core. Let's put this down to 3. Okay, that's like 4.6 DRAM. I'll slow you down. And 1 core. Do 1. Like the threading disabled. Okay. voltage. Well, that is a bit high though. We can do 1.5. Oh yes, 4.6 it looks like. It doesn't like any higher, but I just got it to boot. This is probably gonna crash like halfway through boot. We got 4.65 gigahertz. We got a validation. Very hard. That took a while. Okay, so the CPU did not want to go beyond 4.65 gigahertz, so I'm gonna have to wrap up the video here. Anyways, thanks for watching if you watched this long. This took about 2 hours to record and probably going to be another 2 hours editing. So a like or something would be nice. Subscribe if you want to do this, because I'll keep doing this as long as the views keep going up. Like, that's all, as long as people are watching this. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.